So if you have a yoga block or a cushion, books, whatever, you can sit on it. If you don't have it, then you can just sit on the mat. It's also fine. You don't necessarily need to do that. This is just so that we can release the inner side of the thighs and the hip flexors when the knees are a little bit lower than the hips. Then the inner side of the hips is relaxing. Sit here for a moment. We will begin with abdominal breath. Palms are on the sides of the belly. Inhaling and pushing your palms to the side. So we expand the belly forward to the sides, back to the lower back. Exhaling, palms will sink in. On breathing, I think the music is a bit too loud. Abdominal breath, expanding the belly in all directions. Exhaling, palms are sinking in. We have today the sacral chakra, Svadhishthana, which is located 4 fingers below the navel. And for this, we'll be doing some nice hip openers, some nice flowing sequence, and especially a lot of work for the lower back. Breathe in abdominal, slow deep inhalations, slow deep exhalations. By expanding the belly, by breathing abdominal, we are also releasing the deep hip flexors. So this will be a important part of our practice today, the deepest hip flexors, psoas muscles, psoas, are beginning from the lower back, and they connect to the inner side of the hip joint. That's the only muscles that are connecting the trunk and the limbs. And they're often referred as muscles of the soul, because when there is some psychic tension, these muscles also tend to be tight and shortened. And as a result, we can have some lower back issues. And by breathing abdominal, we are releasing the tension also from those hip flexors, so very deep, like the deepest hip flexors, they are connecting to the spine and go to the inner side of the hips. Breathe in abdominal. And those psoas muscles, they are going on both sides of the lower belly. And some scientists even say that they can be a reason for the period pain that women have sometimes, that it's actually cramps in those psoas muscles. Breathing slow, deep abdominal breath. And breathing out. Keep on breathing. You can close your eyes and you can breathe. Observing the mind. If any thoughts are coming, just for a few moments. If you want, you can also relax the palms on your knees and keep on breathing abdominal. Keep on focusing on your breath. Simply by breathing abdominal, we can already release the tension from the lower back and from the hip flexors. And we are sitting in that position on the block with hips a little bit higher than the knees, and we allow the hip flexors to release naturally without pushing, pulling. Few more moments here. Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, open your eyes and slowly remove your block or books or whatever you have. We're not gonna need it anymore. And extend your legs forward in front of you. Bend the knees, palms are reaching behind, and just drop both knees to one direction. I'll drop first to the right, a gentle twist for the spine, and then to the opposite direction. In my case, is left. You can inhale as you lift the knees and exhale as you drop them down. So this is just to move the spine a little bit, inhaling and exhaling. So no strict rules, no angles, no stress. Just breathing and breathing out and twisting. Breathing your own tempo. And as you come into the center, straighten the legs. Bring your palms in front of your chest, spread the fingers and flex the wrist as much as you can, spreading the fingers. And also flex your ankles and push the inner side, the inner feet forward. So we are sitting here with a straight spine. I will come on my mat, right? Here we are sitting with a straight spine. So lean a little bit forward. Lift the hearts and the ankles are flexed, wrists are flexed. Just a gentle stretch, a gentle warm up for ankles, for wrists and for forearms. Take a deep inhalation. And as you exhale, bring your both palms on the right side. Bend the elbows and maybe you can go a little bit closer to the mat. Push your hips down to the mat, so twisting gently the spine. As you inhale, come again to the center. As you exhale, switch the direction. Left side twisting, or just the opposite side of what you have done. Inhale and come into the center. Exhale in right side. Like a push-up, twisting push-up. Inhale in center. Exhale in left side, twist in the spine. One more round, inhale in center. Exhale in right side. Inhale in center. Exhale in left side. And slowly come into the center, releasing everything. We're gonna come to a standing position, just at the front of the mat. And begin super slow, nice and easy with the Asana, mountain pose. Now we're gonna spread the toes as you were spreading the fingers and holding the mat with your feet as a little monkey. And from here, just at the beginning, we're gonna bend the knees and we're gonna find this neutral back. So if you want, you can try with me. It looks a little bit funny, only if you want. You can arch the lower back, so your both palms are on the hips, not on the back, on the hips. And the pelvis is gonna move from the hip joint. And then we're gonna round the lower back. So arching, then rounding the lower back, so the movement is from the hip joint. The same way that we are moving the leg in that hip joint, the same way is also moving the pelvis. So we are arching the lower back, rounding, and then we're gonna find something in between. So we have a natural curve, but we want to keep the core strong. So we're looking for this neutral lower back, which means there is a little bit of curve, but not too much. Then we have strong core. And this awareness here, if you found this here we're gonna do also during the most of the postures today. And from here you can extend your knees, push your knees back, keeping your neutral lower back, roll the shoulders up, back, down. You can spread the arms and open the shoulders and keep the head in the center. For a strong straight line, feet are active, heart center is lifted. We have here lots of space in the abdominal area. You can focus for a moment on your breath, just for a few more breaths here. Slow, deep breath, doesn't really matter how, the way you want. You can breathe abdominal, you can breathe ujjayi, or just normal breath. Few more moments here, breathing. Breathing out. With the next inhalation, raise your arms above the head. Lift your heart center a little bit and look towards your fingertips. Svadhishthana pose. You can keep your shoulders down, roll them out, looking towards your fingertips. The lower back is still strong, active core. Few more moments here. Don't forget about your active feet. There shouldn't be any tension in your neck. So you focus on engaging the upper back muscles by lifting the heart center and keeping the shoulders down, arms are straight. Inhaling here deeply as you exhale, begin to fold forward all the way down. If you like, you can hold to your heels, you can hold to your ankles and go into your own forward fold. You can bend the knees or not, whatever feels comfortable. Just for a few breaths here. Stretching the back side of the body, relaxing natural. And also just hang there casually by resting the palms on the sides of the body. The next inhalation, lift your upper body a little bit halfway up. Keep the spine straight, head up. If you're flexible, your fingertips can be on the mat. If you want, you can bring your palms on your shin bones to have more space. We stay here for a couple of breaths. So we do it very nice and easy. Feet are active. You can lean a little bit forward with your hips. We will engage the deep core more. Ardha Uttanasana pose. Half forward fold. Spine is straight. Core is active, super strong. One more inhalation here as you exhale, bend the knees and bring your palms on the mat, either on the sides or in front of your feet. Underneath the shoulders, spreading the fingers, index finger are parallel. Bring in a little bit of the weight of the body on your palms and gently step one leg and the other one into a high plank pose. I'll just walk a little bit back on the mat. So we are in a plank pose. And here, if you want, only if there is no tension on the lower back, you can try just one time arching the lower back, rounding, and then finding your neutral lower back where you feel there is no tension, where you feel that your pelvic floor and the deep core muscles are engaged. And here also, you can push the heels back and down to straighten the legs. The shoulders are strong. Head is extension of the spine, just breathing. And breathing out, and then it's easy. One more inhalation. Lean a little bit more forward so that your shoulders come in line with the fingertips. You can drop your knees on the mat, and slowly we're gonna come all the way down. Chaturanga modification all the way down till we lay prone on our bellies. With the next inhalation, lift your upper body, come into upper facing dog. Hold here for a couple of breaths. Stretching the abdominals. And here you can also focus on this lower back neutral by rotating the tailbone in and the pubic bone up. The navel is gently in. Lift the chest, lift the heart center. Push through the shoulders, neck is free and the elbows are pointing back. One more inhalation. As you exhale, begin to lift your hips and come into a downward facing dog. Find in your downward facing dog where you feel you're pushing the mat through your palms, you're pushing your heels towards the mat, your knees thighs back. And you're opening the shoulders and the shoulder blades. Spreading the shoulder blades. Neck is free. Just for a few nice breaths here. Head is relaxed. Deep inhale. We stay in the posture as you exhale. Push your chest towards the knees. Oh, very good. One more last inhalation in the posture. As you exhale, bend your knees, look between the palms, step one foot, then the other one. And lift yourself into halfway forward fold, halfway up, flat back, head up. Inhaling, exhaling, folding forward, all the way down, as it feels comfortable and accessible. The next inhalation, raise your arms above the head, come into standing, looking up. Exhaling, you can release the arms or you can bring the palms in front of your chest. We do one more round, this time a little bit faster. We move with each breath. Surya Namaskara 8. Inhaling, raising the arms above the head. Exhaling, folding forward all the way down. Inhaling, halfway up, lifting. And as you exhale, plant your palms on the mat and step your feet back into a high plank pose. Inhaling, leaning a little bit front. Exhaling all the way down to your Chaturanga modification or a full Chaturanga as you wish. Inhaling, upper facing dog or cobra with bent elbows, you choose. Exhaling, downward facing dog. We're not gonna hold. This time, bend the knees, look between your palms. You can step or jump forward as you wish. Inhaling, halfway up, lifting. Exhaling, folding forward, all the way down. Raising the arms above the head as you inhale. Exhale, release the arms or keep the palms together in front of your heart center. One more time, inhaling, raising the arms up. Exhaling, folding all the way down. Halfway up, inhaling, planting the palms, exhale into a plank pose. Inhaling, leaning forward. Exhaling, Chaturanga or modification. Upper facing dog, inhaling. Double facing dog, exhaling. Right leg will go up for a 3-leg dog. We're gonna hold this posture for around 5 breaths. Stay here in the posture. Hips are parallel, leg is straight if it's possible, shoulders are parallel to the mat. Breathe in, breathing out. Shoulders are open. Inhale, and As you exhale, bend the knees, squeeze it towards your chest, leaning forward into a high plank, knee in. One more time, inhale and lift as much as you can, rounding the spine. Exhale, step your right foot on the mat. Left heel is on the mat for a warrior one, 90 degrees angle in the right knee. Inhale and raising the arms above the head. Warrior one, we're gonna hold here for approx 5 breaths. So push with the outer left foot. Square the hips forward, lift the heart center. If there is no tension in the neck, you can look up. 90 degrees in the front knee, hips are going down, shoulders are relaxed. Stay in the posture. One more inhalation. As you exhale, spread your arms up on your hips for a second warrior. We stay here for a few breaths. Spread your arms. You might need to open your feet a little bit more if you have open hips and you need more space to go deeper into the posture. Very good. Shoulders are relaxed, spreading the palms away, spine is straight. Going deeper and deeper with the hips. On the next inhalation, reverse the warrior. Right arm is reaching up, palm facing you. Left arm sliding down. Few more moments here. Stretching the right side of the body, the right obliques. We are also accessing just hip flexors that are connected to the lower back, so you can also focus on stretching from the lower spine, from the lumbar spine. And think about your neutral lower back, so you shouldn't be arching here, the lower back. So also you can help with your palms or just mentally. You keep the navel in. Inhaling, exhaling, extended side angle, right elbow, right high, left arm reaching over the head, stretching. And also here we don't want to arch too much the lower back, we want to draw the navel in. Both shoulders relax and stretching nicely. Now we can focus on the left part of the lower spine. Very good, super strong. Take one more deep breath in, and as you breathe out, get ready to lift your right elbow. Lift the left heel and bring both palms on the mat. We're gonna step back for vinyasa. Plank, inhaling, leaning forward. Exhaling, chaturanga or modification. Upper facing dog, inhaling. Downward facing dog, exhaling. Left leg goes up. Free leg dog, try to not open the hips too much. Hips are parallel as possible. A little bit there is opening, but not too much. Shoulders are parallel to the mat, open nicely. Breathe in. Breathe out. Very good. Spread your shoulder blades, open the shoulders, very good. Inhaling, exhaling, bend the left knee, squeeze it towards your chest, leaning forward, high plank, knee in. One more time, inhaling, lift it up. Exhaling, left foot on the mat, right heel on the mat, the toes are slightly pointing forward. Hips are squared in the same direction, 90 degrees. Inhaling, raising the arms above the head. If you're arching here the lower back too much, find your own neutral lower back and try to lift from the upper back, lift the chest, opening the thoracic spine, so the upper part of the back. Roll the shoulders up, back, down and out. Pushing with the outer right foot. Stay here in the posture, keep on breathing. Inhaling. With the next inhalation, spread your arms on the sides, open your hips for second warrior. You might need to open the feet also a little bit wider to create more space for the hips. So your hips are parallel to the mat. They shouldn't be one up, one down, and facing to the side. And again, the lower back is neutral, just the neutral position that we should have when we are standing, when we are walking. Very good, strong warriors. With the next inhalation, reverse the warrior. Left arm is reaching over the head, stretching the left side of the trunk. Right arm slides down. Keep your hips down. Looking towards the left fingertips, palm facing you. Left arm is straight, shoulders relaxed. Inhaling, exhaling, extended side angle, left elbow, left thigh, right arm reaches over the head. Shoulders are strong and active, away from each other, away from the ears. Neutral lower back, strong core, navel in. You can look towards the right fingertips. Stretching the whole right side of the body. You can also bring your attention to the right side of your lower back. There we stretch those little guys that can create some troubles. But just to let you know, those are good muscles. It's just due to sedimentary way of life or whatsoever, this can end up into a muscle disbalance, and then we have the issues. But those are very important muscles that keep the spine straight and flex the hips. One more time, inhaling here, begin to lift your left elbow, right heel, square the hips to your front side of the mat, palms down. Step the left foot back for a vinyasa, or you can skip it and wait into a down dog. Anytime it's too much, child's pose, whenever you want to. If you want more, leaning forward, inhaling. Exhale in chaturanga or modification. Up top, inhaling. Down dog, exhaling. So we can hold this dog for 5 breaths. If it was too much already, child's pose. Or you can just drink some water or whatever you want. So your own yogic breath. It could be the dog, it could be the child's pose. According to your body. I'm quite done today because I had yesterday Ashtanga class for the first time with our Ashtanga yoga teacher from India, with Charan. And I'm so done today. So it's not very motivating for you guys, sorry about that, but I can see that you're doing really good, so keep the dog. With the next inhalation, raise your right leg up, 3-leg dog. Exhaling, bending the knee, leaning forward. Inhaling, right leg goes back, 3-leg dog. Exhaling, leaning forward for a high plank, knee in. One more last time, inhaling, 3-leg dog. This time, as we exhale, we're gonna bend the knee and we're gonna bring it on the outer side of the right arm. And here you can just bring the foot on the outer side of the right palm. For a lizard pose, breathe in here, And we are exactly stretching the front side of the left leg and especially the left hip flexors here. If it's too intense, lower down the left knee. Maintain the posture. Right knee is 90 degrees. From here, we're gonna come directly into the second warrior. So bring the left heel on the mat. And as you inhale, you can draw a little bit of half circle with your arms coming into the second warrior. Just for one breath here. Inhaling, exhaling, we're gonna extend the right leg. We're gonna reach the right arm over the head, so reverse triangle. Stretching the right obliques and especially this deep hip flexor, so underneath. We're going to the deep layers of muscles. And breathing. We're gonna hold that posture for a few breaths. Both shoulders are relaxed, hips are facing to the right side of your mat if possible, parallel. Beautiful. Last inhalation in the posture. Exhale and bending the right knee for extended side angle. This time, you can bring the right palm on the outer side of the right foot. If it's not accessible, just keep the elbow on the thigh. Left arm reaches over the head. Extend the side angle pose one more time. I'm not gonna hold that long this time. No worries. Check your lower back. Check your strong core. Check your 90 degrees angle in the front knee. Check if you're pushing with the outer back foot, protecting the knee. And you can even stretch a little bit more with the left arm over the head. With the next inhalation, we're gonna come again up to a reverse triangle pose, right arm is reaching over the head. Just for transition here. Inhaling, exhaling, the normal triangle. So we're gonna bring the right palm on top of the right shin, or if you're flexible, all the way down. Left arm reaches up. If you're flexible, if you want more, you can raise the left arm over the head. Check your lower back, maintain the posture. So they shouldn't be here, that curve. Sometimes we're holding a little bit forward, so it's not to the side, and then we have the arch of the lower back. Now we know what to do. You can draw the navel in, finding kind of flat lower back, so not fully flat. We need that natural curve there. Anytime you can also check with your palms. We have a very good awareness with the palms. If you're not sure, okay, I have no idea where my hips and what is going on, you can always check with your palms. It's there, it's not there. Then you can bring everything in place and spread the arms. So your arm triangle pose. One more inhalation in the posture. And the exhalation. With the next inhalation, we're gonna reverse the triangle. Right arm reaches to the opposite direction, over the head. And exhaling, palms in front of the chest, coming to the center, hips facing still to the sides. We're gonna open both feet a little bit for side lunge. Go to the left side first. So we're gonna bend the left knee. We're gonna keep those hips parallel with the mat, and we're gonna down, just not front. You're gonna keep that left knee back, protecting it. You're gonna keep the hips strong, and you can also begin to fold a little bit forward. Maintain here. I will turn the position. A little bit of Tai Chi. So we're gonna go to that side, and then you can also adjust the position of the right foot according to your ankle. And eventually you can go all the way down if you can, if it's accessible, and you can flex the right ankle. You can flex the right ankle when you can find your arm degree and going deeper into your stretch. And now you can lean a little bit forward. If you want, you can bring the palms on the mat, so we're going to stay here a little bit longer in that posture. You get to choose. If you want the deeper stretch, go down. In case of any knee pain, that's kind of tricky pose for the knee, so in case of any knee pain, then maybe you want to go a little bit up to keep the knee back and to bring the pressure on the muscles. So you get to choose. Up, strong muscles, shaped legs, down. Who's stretch, please? I want to relax. Okay, one more option. You can spread the arms, a little bit of twist, so you don't have to necessarily do that. Also an option, a little bit of bind. Just an option. So finding your own position. It should be also nice. So it shouldn't be just, I can do more, I can do more. You want to make sure that you're breathing. We are keeping, if it's possible, the right ankle flexed. Pointing up, the toes are pointing up, and the shoulders are away from the ears. Chest is lifting, heart center is lifted. Breathing in and breathing out. Now the next few postures that we're gonna make it as a transition from one to the other, as a flow. They're also kind of tricky for sensitive knees, so make sure you don't overdo. We're gonna bring the right palm behind the right thigh, and we're gonna find our way sitting on the mat. And you can also find the position that works for your left foot. We're gonna hold the right, with the right palm, we're gonna hold the left shin bone. Right ankle is still flexed. Left arm gonna reach over the head towards the right foot. We're stretching again this right side of the body, and especially focus on the lower back, on the lumbar spine. Strong core, breathing, stretching. If it's accessible, you can reach and hold. Today is not my day, so I'm not gonna attempt that one. Slow down the breath if you notice it's too fast. The stretch, it's intensive, and even sometimes from a deep stretch, we can speed the breath when it's too much. Then, with your attention, you're gonna focus on breathing slow, holding the breath, breathing out, holding, breathing slowly, feeling the chest, feeling the abdominal, holding for one moment, at least 1 second, exhaling all the air. As you exhale, let everything go. We hold the posture for one more inhalation. Exhaling, you can maybe stretch already a little bit more. And with the next inhalation, lift your upper body to neutral spine. We have now internal rotation of the left hip, so you can hold the left knee with the right palm, left foot with the left palm. You're gonna bring both knees close. The left knee is gonna come close to the right one. If it's not possible to keep them close, then you create more space. Also, an option if you have the block, you can bring it underneath your both hips. I will just show it because I know that some of you have blocks and don't know what to do with them. So this is also an option. Most important, there is no pain in the knee. There shouldn't be any pain in the knee. And from here, we're just gonna walk the palms forward, forward, forward. If you can hold something, foot, shin, whatever, you can do so. And just go deeper into your forward fold. And with each exhalation, go deeper and deeper. Relaxing the mind and the body here in a very active way. Few more moments here. Don't force yourself to go deeper if it doesn't feel good. If the posture is creating any discomfort, you can anytime go out of it. In this posture, we are stretching the left quadriceps, so the biggest muscle on the front side of the thigh. That also works in the hip joint with the hip flexor. Just breathing and relaxing. Last inhalation and exhalation in the posture. And you can slowly begin to roll the spine vertebra by vertebra. Kind of like a snake, massaging the spine. Slowly coming out of the posture. So the next transition is also kind of funky, creative. So we're gonna go all the way up to standing. So we're gonna bring that right knee, holding, left knee, sorry guys, left knee, right palm, left foot. We're gonna bring that right foot on the mat. And we're gonna push with our palms, right palm behind, left palm front. We're gonna bring the weight of the body on the left foot. We're gonna come into our side lunge. So your side lunge. This posture really looks different for everyone, so you shouldn't see, okay, yeah, she's doing this and he's doing this, doesn't really matter. And we're gonna find also the feet that works for everyone. And from here, we're gonna come to the active side lunge, strong quadriceps and straight legs. Palms on the hips. The toes are slightly pointing in. We're gonna go all the way down. Inhaling, looking up with exhalation. Begin to fold forward and down into your right leg. Forward fold, all the way down, and then you can also allow the spine to be rounded. And you can push your hips a little bit more forward, forward, forward. Feet are active. You're holding your mat. If for some reason this is not comfortable with hands on the knees, you can feel free to release them. You can bring them on the mat if you want. So many options. Now for a deeper, so there. I know that you want, if you want, you can do the headstand. Only an option because I know that you want it. Beautiful. So if you're in the headstand, you can slowly come out of the posture. If you want the child's pose, if not, you can just keep the wide leg forward fold for a few more moments. And with the next inhalation, if you're standing forward fold, begin to roll the spine vertebra by vertebra. Bending the knees, rolling the spine slowly. Coming up. Super slowly, preventing any dizziness. If you need child's pose, water, whatever, go ahead. We're gonna close the feet slowly. We're gonna come again to the front side of the mat for one more vinyasa and repeating everything on the other side. Inhaling, raising the arms above the head, looking up. Make sure you're breathing. Exhaling, folding forward. Inhaling, halfway up. Planting the palms, bending the knees as you exhale, come into a plank pose. Try to slow down the breath, slow deep breath. Inhaling, leaning forward. Exhaling, chaturanga or modification. Up facing dog, inhaling. Downward facing dog, exhaling. Left leg goes up, 3-leg dog. Exhaling, bending the knees, squeeze it towards your chest and leaning forward, high plank, knee in. Inhaling, 3-leg dog. Exhaling, leaning forward, high plank, knee in. Inhaling, lift it up. Exhaling, bend the knee, lean forward. This time the left knee will come on the outer side of the left arm. Drop the left foot on the mat to come up the left palm for a lizard pose. We are stretching the front side of the right leg and especially the right hip flexors. Breathe in here for a few breaths. Stay here. Pushing through the shoulders. And bring the right heel on the mat. With the next inhalation, come into a second warrior. Reverse the triangle. Left arm reaches over the head. Right arm sliding down. Stretch in the left obliques, the left side of the body. And we're going to come into extended side angle, bending the left knee, left arm on the mat. Right arm reaches over the head. If this is not accessible, just keep the elbow on the thigh. One more time, extended side angle on the left side. And see if there is any difference in that posture with the first time when we did it today. Strong core. Stretching the whole right side of the body. With the next inhalation, slowly come to standing reverse triangle. Left arm reaches over the head, both legs stretch. Looking towards the left fingertips. Hips are parallel, lower back is neutral, core is active, navel in. And breathe in deeply. Inhaling, exhaling, normal triangle. We're gonna drop the left hip down, right hip up. And here the spine is just gonna follow that movement. So there shouldn't be side bend in this posture. The spine is straight, just the hips are moving. Also, there shouldn't be lower back curve. Belly is in. Left palm is on the shin bone. Right arm for the flex, you can reach over the head, just an option, you don't have to. Just an option because this posture we do very often when you're all again this triangle. Okay, there's so many options. Shoulders are strong away from the ears. Few more moments here. The front foot is active. The back foot is pushing only with the outer edge. Inhaling and exhaling with the next inhalation. You can bend a little bit from the knee to come to extending to reverse the triangle. And coming to the center, palms together. Both feet we're going to point out. We're going to have the side lunge on the right side. So we're going to just push the hips to the right side, keeping them parallel with the mat. Right knee is back. Folding a little bit more forward from the hips. Feet are active. So we have here the active side lunge. There shouldn't be pressure on the kneecaps, so keep the knee back. Strong quadriceps. Hips are parallel. Find this parallel hips. And whenever you're ready, you're gonna go all the way down. So to your own degree, to your own posture. It could be here. It could be here if you don't have the flexibility. Wherever it's comfortable for you, then you can flex the left ankle. You can be either on the toes or on the whole foot. For the bendy, we have palms together, right elbow coming front, or a little bit of twist, right thumb on the mat, left arm over the head, or a bind. So just an option. So there is so many options, a little bit for everyone and for the daily mood. Very good, very good. Just a few more moments here. And straight in the hips and the groins nicely. If you're doing the bind, if you're doing the twist, you can slowly find some of the weight of the body on your palms. Maybe one palm, the left palm is behind you, right in front of you. So we're gonna go sitting all the way mat. And in case you don't have the flexibility, then you would just find your way to the mat without putting pressure on the knee. Otherwise, for the flex, you can just go down. And from here, left palm is gonna hold the right shin bone. You can also bring the foot a little bit more closer. Right arm is reaching over the head, left ankle is flexed. Straight in the right obliques, just on the surface, and then the deeper, the psoas muscles, the deeper hip flexors, the muscle which connects the body and the soul, they say sometimes. I don't know if it's true. You can focus on your deep belly breath maybe to check if there is some tension released, or just breathe or try or just a normal breath. Inhaling, last time in posture. Exhaling, coming to the center, straight spine. We're gonna do the internal rotation for the right hip. Left palm, right knee. Right palm is holding the right ankle. And we're gonna internally rotate the right hip. So the inner side of the right thigh will come to the mat. Knees are closed. If you need support, go ahead underneath your hips. We're gonna walk the palms forward, forward, forward. Holding two foot, shin bone, just resting them on the mat. You get to choose. Stretching the right quadriceps. With each exhalation, maybe you can stretch deeper, go deeper into your forward fold. That's also a bit tricky pose because maybe you notice you're leaning a little bit to the left side. You know what does it mean? It means that you want to have strong core to keep you in the center. And you can also compare both both sides of the body. If there is any difference, whether it's on the right side, now we do it on the left side, maybe one side of the body is better. One more inhalation in the posture, exhaling. And begin to walk your palms back and like a snake, vertebra by vertebra, rolling the spine, massaging vertebra by vertebra one by one. Come into the center, into sitting position. We're gonna unwrap that right leg. You can always support the knee, the ankle, so it's not a must, but just to make sure that you have awareness of what is happening. And we're gonna go all the way back to your side lunge. So you're gonna bring the right foot on the mat. That's very creative. If you don't like it, you can just keep it. You're gonna push with the palms, lifting the hips, finding this side lunge, your own side lunge. It doesn't have to be mine, what I'm doing right now. And then we're gonna push maybe with the palms or just with a strong core. We're gonna come into the active side lunge just for one breath, just for transition. Check those hips. They are aligned. And we're gonna come up to standing. Releasing the palms. I'm gonna close the legs. Come to the front side of the mat for one more time. Flowing to equalize the energy. Inhaling, raising the arms above the head. Exhaling, folding forward. Halfway up, inhaling. Exhaling, folding forward. Step it back or jump plank. Leaning forward, inhaling, exhaling. Chaturanga going all the way on the mat. Stay here. And from this position, laying on your belly, just rotate to one side till you come laying on your spine for Shavasana. Palms are facing the ceiling. Both feet are at both edges of the mat. Close your eyes here. Slow down your breath if you notice that it's fast. As slow and as deep as it feels comfortable and natural for you to breathe. Eyes are closed. Just resting here. And you can scan your whole body to check if everything is relaxed. Starting from your toes to the inner arch of the both feet, heels, shin bone, are your calf muscles relaxed? Crawling up. Are your knees relaxed? And your thighs? And your hip joints? Is your belly relaxed? Is your back relaxed? Is your rib cage relaxed? your chest muscles, shoulders, your upper arms and your elbows. And your forearms are relaxed and heavy and warm. Your wrists, your palms and your fingers are relaxed and warm and heavy. Is your neck relaxed and your head, your face muscles. You can imagine an invisible hand is erasing all of the tension of your face, making a gentle massage. The mouth is slightly open. Forehead is relaxed and cold. Bring your awareness to your breath and just observe it as a spectator this time. How deep is your breath? How slow it is? Where are you breathing? Are you breathing with the belly or with the chest? Take one more inhalation here. This time with control and with awareness. Slow, deep inhalation. And exhaling, letting everything go. Keep the eyes closed. With the next inhalation, bring the awareness back into your body and begin to wake it up from a deep sleep. Stretching the arms over the head, bending the knees, and just moving the way your body needs. As in the morning when you wake up from a deep sleep. Whatever you need, a little bit of stretch here and there, twisting. And whenever you feel ready, you can rotate to your right side. Right arm under the head as a pillow, left palm in front of you for support. Pushing with the left palm, pushing with the right palm, keeping the eyes closed. And coming to a seated position. With a straight spine. We're going to finish with one chant of Om. Take a deep breath in. Om. If you like, bring the palms together in front of the heart center and gently open your eyes. Thank you for your practice. We'll stop now the recording.